Stradman'S Koenigsegg Agera HH, $250,000 a year to insure it.
Probably one of the greatest stories of any car we've ever had.
Holy.
The lowest mileage coupe left.
Show.
You can't just show up here. This is by appointment only. John, what up, brother?
What's up, brother? How are you? Nice seeing you, man. What's going on, bro?
Dave? Nice to meet you in person, finally.
Yes. Come on in, you guys.
God.
Super rare rough Porsche, CCX, which is a manual. Right here, manual LP640, right?
Yep.
What I just sold, Black Series, jealous. A total one-off Diablo race car. There's a car you guys might recognize. I'll point that out in a second. What is this?
So that is one of the CTR anniversaries. So that's their first attempt at a full carbon tub, ground up, no longer a body in white. So the original roof cars. Good question, because you pronounce it different than me.
Is it German?
No, it is German.
How do you pronounce it?
It's a roof. A roof.
Say it again?
Even he doesn't know.
Roof?
A roof.
A roof?
A roof. It's a roof. No, hold on. It's a roof. A roof. Not a roof, but a
So
roof.
you're Miami based and you
Yes.
sell some of the most rare, vintage, special exotic cars. There's no hybrids here.
No. Things that were iconic in its time, its period. My father was an incredible Lamborghini mechanic in the 80s and 90s. So a lot of these cars, it's funny, I remember as a kid, you know, there's this sentimental nature when you're a kid and you have dreams and aspirations. Like I look at a lot of these cars as like an object of aspiration. And so today we're very fortunate. We buy what I love, what I think has a long road ahead, and unique pieces. So everything here does tell a story. It's wild because originally the sticker on these was around $1 million to $1.2 million. In Monterey, 2 cars sold. So there are 50 produced. They both traded over $3 million, 3.1 and 3.3.
This?
Yes, but it is a weapon. You're talking 700 horsepower, carbon body, carbon tub.
Oh, it's beautiful.
2-wheel drive, a 7-speed manual. I mean, you know, until I spent a lot of time in the car, I mean, I didn't understand how they were selling for $3 million, and then I was fortunate enough to drive.
Look at this. Remember how we said they redid it in carbon tub? Look.
Oh my God.
Look at it's fully redone,
It's
like
gorgeous.
a modern day hypercar.
How old? Like when did they build this?
So 2017 was the launch, and the last cars are being built now. This is a 2024. I think this is car number 45, so 5 cars left of the 50, which might have all been produced at this point. But it's perfection.
And do they build them over in Germany?
Yeah, they're all built in Germany.
Ceramic brakes.
Yep.
Wow.
The styling obviously is reminiscent of like a 964.
But it's their own.
Yeah, there's nothing left that is Porsche on this car. There's
So
nothing.
they built it from scratch.
Yes, built it from
I
scratch.
actually didn't know that.
That's wild to build a modern day car that actually has nothing to do with the original car, but looks like it and sells for, oh my God, like light years ahead of what the actual Porsche car sells for.
Oh yeah, a package that looks somewhat vintage, but it's
So
an
it
animal.
drives nice.
If you had to say a modern day F40 that you could go get groceries in,
This would destroy either of these. Probably.
yeah.
Holy crap.
there's no question. It's their own engine, 3.8 liter twin turbo, a 3.6 liter twin turbo. It's water cooled, it's not air cooled.
Really?
700 horsepower.
What do you call the color of this
So it's called
Alcantara?
strawberry. It's a little lighter than Ruby Stone, and this is actually deer skin interior.
I was gonna say, like, whatever this color is sick.
It's
Deer
sick,
skin.
right? Yeah. So they told me, I contacted Roof about like who originally ordered this car. A gentleman that wanted a certain type of leather, and they found it. It was a 300-year-old company in Pfaffenhausen.
From a deer?
It's from a deer. Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't like a color name.
No, no,
That's deer hide.
We'll go through these in a way that everyone can consume a little bit of the information. We could be here for like weeks. By the way, I'm not closing this door. That's on
I'm
you.
not touching that deer hide.
Well, you actually, it's because it's a carbon tub and the rubber's like really tight. So you actually
Oh my
give it a good-
God.
Yeah, you have to give it a good.
It's like a G-Wagon.
Yeah, it is. It's like a G-Wagon.
I think by now we all know Los Angeles, it's an expensive city. I go out to eat way too often with my friends, and my friends out here tend to have a lot more money than I do. And so when we go out to eat and the bill comes, I will use the classic line of, I'll Cash App you. But that is until my friends will then Cash App request me, and I have to pay. And now it's been made even easier with the Cash App card. The Cash App card is a customizable debit card that allows you to choose from different styles, colors, and even materials to best personalize it for you. Now, why should you care about the Cash App card? Because Cash App cardholders get exclusive discounts to things like coffee, food delivery, video games, and so much more. Cash App has even partnered with artists such as Kendrick Lamar, Drake, SZA, Sabrina Carpenter, and Karol G to allow Cash App cardholders to get exclusive pre-sale tickets to these concerts before they're open to the general public. Now, the best part is there's no hidden fees, no monthly charges, and no minimum balance requirements. Now, for a limited time, new Cash App customers that are over 18 years old can earn 10 $10 if you use code CASH10 in your profile at sign up and you send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Now, if you're 13 to 17 years old, request a sponsored account from a parent or guardian, sign up with code CASH10, and you'll also get $10 dropped into your account when you order and activate your Cash App card and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply.
Yeah.
There's two cars we specifically came here to see. One is behind you because it has a story and a friend of ours owns it still.
Yes.
It's here for a reason. We'll get to that story in a minute.
Yep.
It would be a very cool car to continue the next evolution of what was the beginning of our hypercar journey on DDE. We had ownership of a P1 for an incredible 2 weeks until I found out they wanted $250,000 a year to insure it back
More,
then.
$36,000 a month. So
It was insane. And then I got a very rare full carbon body Senna.
I remember that.
Drove the wheels off of that. Had a good time. Burner Boy bought it and shipped it to Nigeria.
That's your old car?
That's my old car.
No way.
I'm the only guy to ever have the email from the Nigerian prince and get the money.
It does happen.
Once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime.
So that car is gone, and then I recently sold my SLS Black Series. So there's room in the budget to look at getting something next level for DDE. But before we get over to that car, even more special as far as story and lineage to DDE is the yellow car in the corner.
And I would say that is a forever car. You know, LP 640 manual, V12 manual transmission. We actually have another car here, a white car, so it's very rare to have two at one point.
Yeah.
This yellow car actually just sold, so I'm sorry.
Is it
Actually
sold?
just It is sold. It is sold.
Well, let's go look at it.
3,100 or 3,200 miles.
holy.
It's probably, I think it's the lowest mileage coupe left in North America.
Literally like my old
It's
car.
literally, even the interior and the stitch and the format.
And you know what's wild? As people are converting the cars, I'm seeing more of a demand for the factory cars. You would think it would be the other way around, but I think people are now saying, very serious collectors saying, oh no, I want one of the factory cars. People are using them, they're enjoying them. They're not expensive to maintain either.
If you want to drive your cars like daily, it's just stress because you can stall it at any time.
Open highways, open roads, it's the perfect car.
It is.
If you get in traffic,
And this is where I'm going to say, this is why, and I've said this before, the manual Murcielago for me overrides the CGT because it has no problems in first and reverse. It is so easy to drive.
So easy. It's butter.
It is butter.
Butter.
And when you get into it, it is fast. Then you got the V12, so if you go and straight pipe yours, it'll sound like an F1 car. The doors still go straight up, unlike on the Aventador where they start to go out. It's gonna go down as one of the best cars Lamborghini ever made.
I agree.
The Mercy.
I agree.
And then the manual specifically.
Yeah, I agree.
What does a 3,000 mile LP640 stick car go
what's
for?
this go for?
So example, there's a 6,000 mile car in Colorado and they're asking 1,875.
I got absolutely destroyed.
So yes, it's in that range today. A lot unfortunately have been in accidents. I mean, when they were, and also a lot were salvaged because when they were super cheap, there was a point when these cars were 200 grand.
Yeah.
300 grand.
I bought mine, no accidents, for $295. I bought it because I knew it was rare and I knew it was going to be $1 million car. And I had no intentions of ever selling it because it had a little grind going from second to third. I was just like, let's just redo the synchros. 3.5 months later, they said it was ready. I went and picked it up. I drove it down the road. It was popping out of gear. I was like, that's weird. Drove it again, another block, popped out of gear. Turned around, I was like, if it pops out of gear on the way back to the garage, I'm just gonna let them know like something's not right. So I took it back. I was supposed to be picking up my daughter from school. I was already cutting it close. I jumped in a cab. I was like, you guys drive it. You got to drive it down the road. Drive it like you're driving the car. I leave, pick up my daughter from school. I get home, phone starts blowing up. This fuzzy photo of this yellow object kind of on the sidewalk. And then my phone rings. And we just got an unfortunate phone call, didn't we? My favorite car got crashed. And I'm like, is everybody okay? And he's like, we're fine. Cool. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get in a cab for the third time, film the video just to have it of like what happened to the car. And it was like,
I mean, all jokes aside, this sucks.
it hit the only light pole and then fire hydrant on the whole block. It was just bad luck.
And it gets worse. Insurance company.
Yeah, we didn't get nearly what we should have got for it.
Bad.
And this one sold, so anyhow, I can't afford them apparently anymore. 1.8.
If this had 50,000 miles,
There's a 50,000 mile car right now at one of the dealers I saw. They're asking 1.3 or 1.4.
See?
that's horrible.
Sorry.
That's horrible.
Sorry.
Well, hey, good news. I have a Gen 1. It's manual. It's got
Amazing
A
car.
Bugatti blue
It's sick,
interior.
by the way. It is
Thank you.
stunning.
And it's one of only 3 street GT1 looking cars with real Ryder engineering parts.
Which, you know what's cool?
appreciate.
We got to meet the designer of the Murcielago, Luc Donkervolk. We interviewed him. He's the one that designed the Ryder body, and he always wanted to do a road car version. And I saw, like, we have the sketches somewhere of the road car version, and I was like, that's a dream. So he built his dream car, and oh, it's sick.
There it
Does
is.
he want to buy it?
It's perfection.
No, we're not selling it, Dave. You have a yellow Diablo SV. Is that
Love
a
Diablos.
98?
It's a 98 car. Yes,
98. I had a 98.
I know,
Let's
yes. You had a yellow 98.
I had a 98. Another
Yes.
car I've had in this room.
Yep.
It's kind of cool. Had that.
Yep.
Had the Black Series.
Yep.
I've had that. Been
Great taste.
By the way, very grateful that I've been able to experience these
Carrera
cars.
GT, you name it.
There are a couple of cars before we get to Stradman'S Koenigsegg HH.
We'll get there.
Which was also previously Houston's HH. So 2 friends of ours. The irony, if this ended up in our hands, would be hilarious. Before we get to that, let's go and talk about the car my uncle had as his dream car. He had a Swiss tech company that did software for Swiss banks. And at 16, over the period of his career, we went for a visit in Switzerland. He picked us up at the airport in a Rolls Royce. And then he had all sorts of fun cars. He had Lambos and turbo Porsches. And the car that was the scariest was he had this really wildly modified turbo, so boosted Quattro Audi. I don't remember what model it was, but it was all-wheel drive, was like 800 something horsepower. He took me ripping around Switzerland in that thing, manual, the whole 9 yards. But he had this in this color as a model, and it was his dream car. He was like, I'm gonna sell the company and I'm gonna buy one of these. And then when we come back, we're going out in my Bugatti. And unfortunately, my uncle passed away before he ever got to own this. And so it has been kind of like this fun dream of like one day getting a Bugatti to honor my uncle.
I love it.
But I always thought, how cool would it be to actually buy an EV110 in French blue? Like the actual car.
I don't think people realize how special these cars are.
Yeah.
Way ahead of its time.
Way
First
ahead.
production car is a carbon tub.
And something they stopped doing after this car also is the doors on this are like a Diablo. The doors on this go straight up.
Yes.
They actually don't go out.
And imagine quad turbo V12,
Yeah.
small V12, so like sort of like this modern technology in a way.
Yeah.
4-wheel drive,
Yeah.
fastest car in the world until the McLaren F1,
Yeah.
had the most horsepower, so way ahead of their time. And then unfortunately, that original Bugatti, the Italian group closed. It went into bankruptcy, but this car was, people don't even realize, this was like as earth-shattering as the McLaren F1, and if they had further developed this car, I think they would have gotten, and I've spoken to old test drivers, they would have gotten the world speed record back.
If you put a GoPro back here, I remember way back in the day, a YouTube channel called Tax the Rich, they made a video ripping on one of these, and they had an old school GoPro back here, so all these mechanics of the actual engine working when you're driving it. And then of course you come up here and you have the split window, but there it is, manual gearbox. Bugatti has always tried to incorporate some form of luxury feel, even though it's a sport or hyper car. Look at the seats. Don't they look like the most comfortable things you've ever
They
seen?
look amazing.
They look like a couch.
And yeah, it's a luxury F40, but feels very modern. I've spoken to a lot of collectors that have put a lot of miles on it. It feels like a Murcielago in some ways. It's that well built.
They've also significantly gone up in value because at one time you could buy one of these for like 500 grand.
Yes.
And now this is what?
So a GT version would be anywhere between 1.7 and 2.1, and then the SS version, which is here,
Oh my God.
whole different
one of
ball
33. I mean, this is bigger horsepower, fixed wing, different wheels, different intakes, race
different
buckets.
stuff even in the motor.
Oh yeah, totally. This is an animal, this car. Still 4-wheel drive, carbon body, so the front hood and the rear hood are carbon. 33 in the world as a super sport. These cars are anywhere between, let's call it 2.8 and as much as 4 million.
Oh man. So what are we selling, Dave?
Crypto courses.
Thank you for showing us these
course.
because the story of this car and the lineage of, at least with my Swiss family, my car enthusiast side of my family is my mom's side of the family. Ironically, it's not my dad's side. I wanted a motorcycle, didn't want me to have a motorcycle. He's into different things. I love my dad, by the way. We have a great relationship. this wasn't him.
Yeah.
My uncle always wanted literally this car. So to sit here and like, even just to touch one.
Yeah.
You never see them. So how much is this car right now?
We're asking 2.1.
So 2.1.
Yep. Take just under half of production were purple with either the blue or black interior.
Right.
About 67, 68 of the 150 SE30s for the world came in purple.
Yeah, the iconic light metallic purple.
Yes, correct. So this is really a special piece. This is the only example ever finished in the Argento Titanium over full red Alcantara, which if you look, I mean, imagine way ahead of its time. When you start thinking, I mean, it looks like a modern day interior with a matte carbon finish everywhere.
Wow.
That's the whole center console, door panels, everything's matte carbon. And then you've got the red Alcantara everywhere.
It's crazy. I came in here and I saw this and I was like, oh my God.
That's the car.
This is so sick. This combination is like such a nod to anything JDM.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
it is actually. That's funny you say that. It really is.
Right? Red interior.
Yes.
With a silver or white exterior.
Yes.
So this is a one of one.
One of one.
One of one.
Yep.
Like you want to have something special when you show up to the concourse or whatever. This is it.
Yep.
All right. So that's obviously really cool.
Question real quick on Diablos. We had the yellow SV.
Yeah.
What's the market like on those now?
So a yellow SV today it depends on miles, but it could be 400 to 800,000. You know, SE30 Diablos and GTs have really moved. SVs haven't moved as much yet. And it's just it's because of production numbers. You know, a GT's 80 cars, this is 150 cars. SV's about 350 cars for the world. So it's still very rare. Still very rare.
350
Yeah,
for the
still very
world.
rare. Imagine today, that's like how many GT3 RSs they made in, green. I mean,
Why does everybody have a GT3 RS now?
it's
The 992, man, is like,
everybody has a GT3.
it is like the Honda Civic for those,
It's insane.
course kids.
It's insane.
Speaking of GT Diablo, that is the street legal version of the GTR. Insanely cool. Got the roof scoop on the top. And it's cool, it has a few little things on the SV, like the wheels look
Yes, similar. Correct.
The OG GT style wheels.
And that's what I loved about the SV, because I was like, it's kind of got a bit of a nod to this car, but it's a fraction of the price.
Yeah.
There's an F50 here. An F50.
Not just any F50. We purchased it from the original owner.
Okay.
1,400 original miles. Original paint. You could see the weave throughout the entire car.
yeah, you
Which
can see
people,
it.
when they were new, complained about the weave. So a lot of cars.
There's not enough paint on here.
Yeah, a lot of cars actually were repainted when they were new. So to find like a preservation F50 like this, I mean, it's unheard of. And this is, to me, this is one of the greatest cars ever made. Carbon tub, Formula One engine from their 90s Formula One car.
V12.
It's V12, manual. The roof actually is fixed, but it comes off to make it an open top car. It's perfection.
It's crazy. In a weird way, like the CGT at one time at the bottom of the market, they were really affordable.
I think that at one point, I mean, this is 20 years ago, F50s were at 500,000-600,000, sat between 2 and 3 million
For over a decade.
years.
Yeah.
They were almost seen as like the unloved car. But
Because
they-
everybody wanted an F40.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden people realized they made a lot less of these than the F40. So even though people are like, the F40 may be better looking, they made 1,200 of them or something.
Yeah.
But they only made how many of these?
349 cars.
Yeah, 300 something.
Yeah.
And if you've ever heard one drive, it's just like,
It's stock, they sound amazing, but if you straight pipe it, it's a Formula One car. Yeah.
So let's do it right now.
So they went from the 2.5 to 3 million range to what recently?
So actually, we had two major sales happen in the last 3 months. In Pebble Beach, a yellow car with very low miles, a US car, did $9.2 million. Now, yellow's a rare color, 31 cars in yellow.
Also Enzo's favorite color.
Yes. And then a 60,000 kilometer F50 in Europe sold for 5.7.
60,000?
Yes, 5.7. And imagine, I think the buyer is a US buyer, so he had to pay tariffs. So almost 6.7, 6.8 for a 60,000 kilometer F50, a red car.
Daily driven.
So, you know, when you think about the prices of other cars, though, it sounds crazy to say, it is relative, and it makes sense because it is that special of a car. Bugatti Tourbillon is $5 million plus. A new F80 is $5 million plus. How is this not $5 million plus?
Oh, it totally makes sense. If we have a collector out there.
There you go.
Which we do. We know a lot of people who have crazy collections. When we were in the Middle East and all over the place, they see stuff on our channel. So, hey, what's this going for?
We're asking 7.7. I think it's a deal.
Still $2 million less than the yellow car.
Yes.
Flashback to Mr. Mura's collection. He had two of everything. Speaking of rare, he had a yellow F40 delivery mile. It was the one he didn't drive. Remember, he lifted up the front bonnet and showed us?
Yeah.
He has the most incredible cars. I'm a big fan of Mr. Mura.
It's one of the nicest guys on planet Earth.
He's a sweetheart.
Super
Only car
nice.
to this day I ever drove in Japan was his Enzo, because we were driving along and he got out, and I think the two words he knew in English were "you drive." And I was like, what? So I drove a left-hand drive Enzo in Japan. And I was purposely trying to avoid driving in Japan because I was trying to film the video. So the only car to this day I've ever driven in Japan was an Enzo. Kind of fun.
Wow. Flex.
So let's go over here to Stradman'S one of one Koenigsegg Agera HH. Contrary to what the odd person may be currently saying on the internet, I have an affinity for Koenigsegg. I love the brand. I love what they represent. Christian is an absolute genius when it comes to what he's built into every aspect of every model of these cars. Of course, the iconic door. Nothing else on planet Earth can you buy will open like these doors open.
No.
Or when you sit inside these cars, the way that the windshield is like being in a fighter jet. No, there's no other car.
No.
Now they're coming out with all these other models. I think this is going to be very much for Koenigsegg. It is going to be the model that is like the Murcielago for the brand. I don't think people see it yet.
I mean, most everything here we buy. If we have to restore it, we restore it, service or whatever, and then we go sell it. I thought this car. I saw James wanted to sell it, and I thought, what a special car. Okay, now this is something we should take on consignment because I think people don't realize it's truly a one-off. It was built for a very interesting U.S. entrepreneur that wanted something special. And I don't think people realize how rare a U.S. Agera is. If you compare this to a Pagani Zonda today and the price point, I think there's still a ton of value in this car. A Zonda starts at 8 or 9 million euros. So, when you think of what this represents, you nailed it. The history of the brand, we want to find it its next caretaker, which we're working on it.
We're working on it. I have a big draw to this car for a couple of reasons. We've had an incredible relationship with Houston. We've also had an incredible relationship with James, the Stradman, and we have an incredible relationship with Gumball. And a lot of people don't realize Lewis Hamilton, the F1 champion and god, has actually driven this car on a partial Gumball rally in North America.
We look at some cars today, a Miura or whatever 60s Ferrari that was driven on what event by who. Looking back, those cars bring a massive premium.
They do.
So I think, maybe it doesn't resonate directly with us today because he's Lewis Hamilton, he's alive and he's still racing, but I think one day what you just said, we're going to look back and say, wow, that was very important for the car's provenance and history.
With that being said, a hypercar to come back to DDE, this would just make sense for the reason that it's got all the right stories. I think you guys would be really interested in seeing this do some really cool stuff. What we would do with this car would be to take this on Gumball, take it on adventures around the world. And I think the thing that I would love to do with a car of this status is take it and share it with people. So many people now are sharing Lamborghinis, but there aren't as many people actually taking people out in these level of cars.
I agree.
Imagine we could take you guys out on a runway and put you in this thing.
I love it.
It'd be wild. So that's what we're looking at, like for something like this, is not to buy it and do wheels and a dumb wrap on it. I might get a dumb wrap, I shouldn't say that. I wouldn't change the wheels and I'm not gonna like straight pipe it. I wanna help you help me.
Wow.
If that makes sense.
Help me help you.
Help me help you. Dude, can we see some of this?
Oh, lift up the skirt. Let's go.
Come on.
Did you say look under the skirt?
Lift it up. That's consensual.
You gotta.
So at any given point, we have about 20, 30 cars that have either just come in or about to be delivered to a client here. And we have another 18 to 20 cars in Italy that are being fully restored, or engines in Italy.
Yeah.
So a lot of what we do is this.
By the way, see this right here? The last time I came here, if you watch the last video, we only peeked in here.
Okay.
We didn't fully come in because there was a couple of things in here.
You're getting the full.
Oh, it's huge back
Hey, this is
here.
your car.
That is my car. There we go. That is my personal car.
Holy, it's gorgeous.
I've been driving the wheels off it. It's a dream. Listen to
It is a dream.
It's a dream. I never imagined. As a kid, I remember reading a magazine and they said the GT would never come to the US. And I was like, oh no, I'll never see one. And then I'm like, oh, one day I just want to see one. So to own one is.
Just again, think about this. This is factory Lamborghini, wide body for the street with a roof scoop and a manual gearbox. Like, this thing is the tits for the road.
That sounds gorgeous.
So Testarossa, Mercy, Diablo SV, and we've got some really killer stuff back here.
Holy, right?
30, that's a 40th.
40th.
Countach twin turbo.
Hold on. What?
Yeah, that was built by Max Bobnar, who was the Swiss distributor. He was actually funding a lot of Lamborghini's development at the time. Lamborghini in 1979 displayed a Countach twin turbo engine at the Frankfurt Auto Show, and then within a year or two, Max Bobnar developed it himself. Only 2 were built by him, and this is one of the cars.
Dude, damn, get over here. Look at this.
Back in the day, Lamborghini was already ahead of you.
Way ahead.
I had no idea that existed.
That's crazy.
Was it fast?
It's actually quick. Oddly enough, because they lowered the compression, it actually drives almost more fun than a Countach. Something about it revs quick. It's very cool.
There's that.
S30, that's the iconic purple. F40 that we just sold. Diablo Roadster, Countach 5000S, Mercy SV, 288 GTO.
Holy.
One of the 271 288 GTOs.
How much is that? That's real money.
288 GTOs today range between $5 and $7 million. We always have 1 or 2 LM002s. They are a nightmare to keep on the road, but they're just so cool. I mean, they're so iconic.
Rambo Lambo.
Lambo.
I grew up in a little town of Port Alberni on Vancouver Island, middle of nowhere. Go and Google it. And the first Lamborghini I had ever seen in my entire life was a black LM002.
Really?
I grew up like seeing this drive around town.
They had a mechanic with them at all times.
My first time seeing a Lamborghini was the same one in Port Alberni. My dad had a water company. I delivered water to their house. And I saw it. My dad's like, oh, it's a Lamborghini truck or something like that. I thought my dad was drunk.
He probably was.
He was drunk. I think for the new generation, seeing exotic cars is definitely not as special as when we were kids, because you did not see a Lamborghini or Ferrari driving around.
Never.
Like, you didn't see it.
Never.
And there was no internet.
not like it
there
was
wasn't
like-
a YouTube video about it.
And you'd have to go and buy a book
Yes.
or a magazine.
It was a restaurant or hotel. I'm a kid, and I was around the cars, obviously. My dad was servicing Lamborghinis at the time. And there was a crowd at the front of this hotel. We thought like something happened. No, it was a Lamborghini Countach. That was the impact that they had then, because you never saw these cars on the road.
And now we have the Urus.
On every corner in Miami.
Yeah.
It's the only one in bright white. Wow. Delivered October 2001, so it's actually the last
Wow.
Diablo for the US. I chased this car for like 10 years.
How do you find all these cars? You on Facebook Marketplace at 2 in the morning?
I've actually found one car on Facebook.
Really?
It was a really good 355. When we first started, it was all chasing. Today, we attract some really interesting pieces to the
big
brand.
network of people
Correct.
you know.
Yeah. So, but we're still doing a lot of chasing ourselves.
Yeah.
So this is probably one of the greatest stories of any car we've ever had. We bought it from the original owner. You couldn't bring a GTO into the US when it was new.
Right.
So what he did was he went to the Ferrari factory, he picked it up, and he drove it over to Michelotto. They were developing Ferrari's GTO Evolution. They later developed the F40 LM, the F40, all Ferrari's race cars, and he had them turn it into a competition car, brand new. So he never drove it on the street. He would take it to numerous track days and never formally raced. I didn't even believe it was real. I was like, there's no way. And Michelotto confirmed, oh yeah, we remember the car, we know the car, well documented. So now we're just going through it, we're preparing it, we're gonna start showing it. We sold it to a really incredible, passionate caretaker, but this is a very special piece.
Wild.
Yeah.
That's my track car, man.
Yeah, my GTO.
Yeah. You thought the showroom was wild.
Thank you.
All you gotta do is step back here.
Thank you.
You have a car you insist I take down the road.
You've got to try it. It was built by AMG's race division, HWA.
I was about to ask, was it built by HWA
Yep.
the same way that secretly the SLS Black Series was?
Yes.
Thank you again for the amazing
So
tour.
welcome, man. You're so
the,
welcome,
the
you
stories.
So welcome, dude.
Anybody looking for these rare cars, this is the guy.
We tried.
The hell?
What's he saying you here?
We brought our negotiator with us.
That's it.
How did that?
What? Look at this guy. He's gonna get me in
I didn't
shape.
realize
How long have you been here?
Like 5 minutes.
Okay, I was about to say.
What are you looking for?
I thought the replacement to my manual LP640 was around the corner, but it's sold because apparently that's what they do here. And then Stradman'S car, just because of the story.
Oh, just so you can jump on the whether your Koenigsegg works or not bandwagon this week?
No, Christian's been really good to us, and I think he's really good to all his clients. And I don't even own a car, so I would imagine that whatever is going on, Christian's going to resolve it.
I'm sure all efforts are being made.
I would imagine. No. What's your opinion on everything?
I mean, I think Koenigsegg, for the volume of cars that they've produced, have come an extraordinarily long way. And I think the idea that they're looking at going down market is the most exciting thing amongst what Bugatti and Koenigsegg and Pagani are doing. The idea of like a $750,000 to $1 million car, I think would be the most market-changing thing that they could do right now. I mean, yeah, the idea of building a car like a Agera without a real transmission is revolutionary, and it's going to come with some growing pains. And obviously, Steve experienced some of those. But I think, like you were said, it'll all work out.
Politics.
Also, look at their driveway. We're in Miami, so the convertible makes sense. CLK, DTM, full carbon body. Look at a little shifter. Hilarious.
This might be the first time 3 guys over 6 feet tall.
Oh, maybe 4. I've been the camera guy with them.
There we go.
Get back there. Let's go. Dude, look at the door panel. All dry carbon. Go ahead, buddy. You're good.
Thank you.
You wouldn't think when you first look at it, it looks like just another older Mercedes, but once you understand what we're dealing with here, might need a bit more room than that, my friend.
A little bit.
Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, I do have legs and knees.
Tell us where.
All right, boys. Just a couple cool dudes in Miami.
Hey, did you put your sunscreen on?
Actually, I did this morning.
I did not. Dude, look at this shifter.
Yeah, I've got a little baby shifter.
Ready for this? Ready for this?
Oh no.
174, 174!
Watch over this dumbass.
We'll take that
What is
down.
this supercharger?
We'll go over the Causeway, we'll make a U-turn and come back.
I'm walking here. How much is this car?
This one's set at 75.
Be careful. This is over $1 million Canadian.
And then I'd make a right at these lights.
Okay, I'm trying to stay in the shade. It didn't last long.
I'm up here, listen.
So did he say it's twin supercharged?
No, not twin, just
One
one big
supercharged. I had no idea they made this car in a convertible, to be really honest. What was the MSRP when it came out?
I think it was in the $300,000
Damn,
range.
that's a lot.
Yeah, back in 2004.
That's a lot in 2004.
CLK DTM.
1 out of 100, but not really.
Look at the buttons,
Yeah.
right?
Very race
This is
car.
exact same shape as the one in the CLK GTR.
That's all factory.
Yeah.
This is the downside of modern cars is they don't make cool shit anymore. They make all the same hybrid or electric car.
You don't see a lot of Rolls Royces in Miami.
Oh,
Or G-Wagons.
Your far right, down to S.
Yeah.
You should be able to just have it automatically shift.
So manual or S. Oh, I see.
that's crazy. That's a factory gear select and factory switches right there.
It's the detail of this whole car. This whole door panel is carbon, but still has a stereo. We're not going to listen to that. We're going to listen to the symphony that is this supercharged engine.
Oh, look, it's Ferrari.
Ah, see ya, suckers.
It's so quick. And it sounds so good. Is it a 5-liter V8?
5.4.
A 5.4 supercharged V8. Damon, when I first started chatting with him after we haven't seen him in a few years, had an E55 supercharged V8. It's the same motor. So there's always got some extra stuff added to it, and the car's a lot lighter, being as this entire car is carbon fiber.
The noise.
No one expects
Incredible. Stop.
Where?
Blue line. Nobody would expect this to be this fast or handle this good. You could throw this into a corner and it would just take it.
It's hard for you guys watching at home to translate the torque this car has.
Yeah.
It just pulls.
No. Open road. I'm just gonna take
God.
it. Keep going around the block.
All right. How you doing back there?
Comfortable.
You good?
Doing good.
You want a smoothie or anything?
I'm okay. I got the exhaust note in the back.
BMW. What's up? You think so, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
He looked at you, he wants to race.
This guy. 1, 2, 3, go. It's like not even paying attention.
Is that an airplane?
Well, not a full one, Dave. This is the most unique sound I've ever heard. I've never heard another car ever sound like this. Like, it's got this really unique... What's the high pitch?
Yeah, it's coming out of the exhaust. It's whatever the HWA did in AMG when they built this car. The exhaust setup is completely different than other 55 platform cars that came out in the time. It's totally unique to the DTM.
That's so cool.
Because for a Roots blower, it doesn't whine like you would expect a Roots blower to whine.
Yeah.
It kind of screams at you, and it's a combination of the blower and the V8 exhaust note.
If you sold the G-Wagon, what would you get instead for an SUV?
I get the wife a CRV.
Oh, uh-oh. Chill. not sure if you noticed that there was a cop back there.
Stay.
Hey, you stay.
I said stay and they drove right at me.
And there's a CRV. How LOA is that?
Was it a Sierra?
You better not get the wife a CRV. That's a sign.
Yeah, I better not.
Or it's a sign you need to get her one.
Oh, it's all
We
right.
have to read into that later.
Like that?
We're back. Well, that was a fun drive. We are not putting it up there.
That's a you problem.
I'll do it. I'll take care of it.
And like that, I just added another very rare, very cool car experience to my list of cars I've had the privilege of driving on this amazing channel. Thank you to John and the team here at Curated.
Yeah, that was really a neat experience. It's hot here. I'm wearing all black.
But I don't think it's gonna scratch the itch I have. And the itch I have just might be on that blue Agera in there. Now I need to talk to John about some numbers and how we could do some creative financing, because I would need to do that in order for our company for tax write-off purposes and all that, and I'm not ultra rich. But if there is another car that you guys saw in the showroom, whether it be the Diablo GT or maybe the Bugatti, or maybe something else that I walked by, I want you to go to Curated on Instagram, drop them a follow first of all, look at the inventory, and in the comments tell us, what car would you love to see from this showroom on DDE? Because they're all beautiful, they're all rare, and I think John would love to have you guys follow along on the journey of him collecting these amazing cars with these amazing stories. And if you're looking for something and you're in the market, hit him up and please tell him you came from Daily Driven Exotics. I have a flight I need to catch, and I'm gonna be I'm going to be thinking about what it is we're going to be spending Dave's salary on next. Actually, this is out of your salary range. Okay.